Minions have spawned.
Hello everybody, I am Why Are You Reading My Name, and this is going to be the first video in my How To 101 series. This is going to be on CSing in League of Legends. CSing is basically getting money for last hitting minions. Minions are these little guys that are coming up the lane here, and if you deal the last hit of damage to them, you get a little gold bonus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand back here and avoid any kind of damage from enemy minions. And then I'm just going to take this last hit, just like that. So I'm just going to let all of my minions tank the damage and just whittle down the enemy line and take those last hits. Now right now I'm using Caitlyn. She's probably the most overpowered farmer in the game. It's a little ridiculous, to be honest. But for this video, she works just fine. And all I'm doing is just positioning myself, running back and forth, trying to stay in range of as many minions as possible so that the minute one of them gets low enough for me to last hit, I can just pop it and keep going. This is a custom game, so I don't have to worry about ganks or enemy champions of any kind. So I went ahead and went with Doran's Blade just for the attack bonus, that kind of stuff. And right now I'm under the tower, so I'm going to try and let this tower push my minions back out so that I don't have to farm under the tower, which is a really stupid idea. And as this enemy minion gets low, I'm just going to take the last couple of hits and tank minion. And those tank minions are actually worth about almost double the gold of every other minion, so even if you have to lose a melee minion or a caster minion to get that tank minion, a tank minion is going to be a lot more gold, and it's going to be completely worth it in the long run. Generally speaking, your minion count should be like 10 a minute or so is about the ideal goal. So at 30 minutes you want to have 300 minions. 300 creep score. So right now I'm at nowhere near that. I'm at 15 at almost 3 minutes. So yeah, I'm a little behind. Generally speaking, I'd be taking some jungle. With Caitlyn, more often than not, you end up on bottom lane. And you're going to have your support kind of soaking up experience, just helping you get that farm. Dealing 1 or 2 auto attacks to full health minions so you can farm faster. It pushes the lane, but it also lets you get that real dominant control. You can go back, you can buy another Doran's Blade or a BF Sword or whatever you have gold for. Also, usually most junglers will allow you to take this small golem camp down on bottom lane, which gold and experience-wise is almost a full minion wave, just right off the top. Now right now I'm tanking the enemy tank minion because I'm awesome and didn't notice it. So I'm going to back out behind my minions and go back to farming. As you can see, I'm really not attacking anything except to get that last hit. And that's because if this weren't a custom game, I'd have a lane opponent and an enemy jungler to worry about. So I'd want to keep the lane as far from their tower as possible, for the most part. Because if I get too close, like right here in a normal game, enemy jungler could come in behind me, lock me up, my lane opponent could jump on me, and I'd die almost instantly. Just complete and instantly blow up. But since it's a custom game, it's less of a problem. But it's always good to practice those safe habits, whether it's a custom game, a bot game, anything like that. I'm just going to get these last 2 hits and walk away. Now I was going to back there, but I looked down and I saw I didn't have enough gold for the item I wanted. So I decided to stay and take this last wave out and just push all the way into the tower. We're going to fast forward through this. Right now, I'm pulling the enemy minions away from my minions so that when I do get done with this wave right here, I'll be able to just let my minions push into the enemy tower, and I'll be able to walk away. I want to take enemy wraiths right here just for the extra gold and experience. This is a really viable tactic in normal games, high ELO matches, anything like that. You will oftentimes see mid laners taking the enemy wraith camp. It's just a tactic that has developed over the course of the game, over the lifetime of the game. Because basically, in a real game, you're denying that enemy jungler and mid lane that resource, and you're taking it for yourself. That's a lot of gold, a lot of experience that you just took from them and put in your own pocket. Now, right now, I just went back and bought a BF sword, which it's got plus 45 attack damage, which is going to be a lot on these little bitty minions. And we're going to just teleport back to lane, walk out here, and last hit some more. That's the basic idea of last hitting. Just allow your minions to tank this damage from the enemy minions, and just walk up, take those that last single hit. I just took those last two, but it's okay. Always, though, when you're last hitting, be aware of the enemy and their positioning, because you can get harassed down really easily if you're not paying attention, because minions kind of hurt early game, like really bad. Levels 1 through 3, they can tear you up. But we'll talk about that in the next course of CSing, and I hope everybody found this useful.